feeling?
Feel good. Took a little time to let my injury heal up a little bit. I didn't think that it was in a spot where I thought that I could perform my best, and it took a little bit of time here, and a lot of treatment, and just wanted to come back feeling like I was close to 100%.
All right. And how are you feeling now after your first visit with the rest of the players?
Yeah, I thought it was a good skate. Just got out there, and it felt good, and felt like I got my pop back, and I just wanted to get to a point where I can get back and feel like myself. So.
Tell us about what happened, and just what you were dealing with.
I fell pretty awkwardly, and it's just like an injury that I had previously, and I kind of revisited it, and I just I don't know. That's kind of all it was. So yeah.
Did it just clip you with his skate there? Is that what happened?
I think it was a fluky play. I don't even think that he was really looking. I don't think that he really kicked his leg out at all. But I don't know. I was kind of had all my weight on one foot, and it was just weird. It's a play that you don't like to see happen. And honestly, I'm kind of happy. That's all that came from it, because it definitely could have been a lot worse. So.
Was it more frustrating re-aggravating it, or was it kind of nice knowing what it took to rehab it because you've been through something similar before?
I know what the process is. I did all the exercises and the same treatment that I did before, and I don't like to say I like that it was the same injury, but it helped I don't know, hopefully the recovery process was a little bit quicker, because we know what to do this time. So yeah.
Because you've done this before, what are the next steps for you in working your way back to getting to full game speed over these next couple of days?
I don't know. I think that I skated over Christmas break, and I didn't take much time off just because I wanted to heal this thing and get back to game shape. I didn't want to lose my step, and I think that today's practice was helpful. I didn't want to go right into the Leafs game, and it's nice to get out there, get some touches, make sure that it's in a good spot, and then come back and be ready to help the team win.
From what you're seeing, what's the team been doing well so far, but what do you think they could improve?
I think that we're creating a lot of chances. I think that our D zone structure could be a little bit better at times. We got I don't know. I would say that. I think that our defensive game, I would say, just needs to be a little bit cleaner, and we're putting the pucks in the net, which is nice, and if we can just let our goalies see the puck a little bit more, and they'll be able to make a little bit more a couple more saves. So yeah.
True.
Yeah, it was fun. It was Timmy was over for Christmas Eve, and we wanted to take Ryder too. I think it was his first ODR, so skate around with him, and then a couple kids were playing. So just want to have a little fun. Christmas Eve, get skating, and it was good. It was more, for under the radar, because it's just kind of who we are, and we don't need it to get on social media. That's just who we are. We wanted to hang out with the kids in the neighborhood, and it was a lot of fun for us, and it was probably a good memory for them too.
How long did it take for somebody to recognize you?
I don't know. I had no hat and no kind of a covering over my face a little bit. So then I knew one of the kids lived a couple doors down that I recognized, and started playing with him. So then a couple more people followed. So it was good.
Just about last night, the game has a funny way of reteaching lessons, right?
I think of course we didn't like the result. I think we showed a lot of good things in the third period, but there's things that mistakes we made that are easily fixable, which you look at that as a good thing and a good sign that it's just simple things that sometimes gets overlooked, and don't focus on it as much, where for us it's the simple things that we need to fix, and we know that we're very capable of it, and we know that it's going to get addressed, and we'll be better because of it.
What goes through your mind when you're swapped on a line to start the period with Drake and with Dylan?
I mean, it's you understand why create spark, create anything. So I've played I think a game or two with those guys in the past, and I think what's going to make our line so good is that we're big, strong, powerful. We're all power forwards, but have skill to make plays as well. So I think it just shows the depth that we have on our team, that anybody can play with anybody, and it's a different look than other lines. So I think what we're gonna make us successful is playing to all three of our individual identities.
What was the belief level like in the third period? Because it looked like you guys really thought you could come back.
Yeah, I mean, even like before the period even started, it was one of those games where like you said, it could have easily been a comeback and made it close. Obviously, wasn't good enough. But I think it just shows that you're never really out of the game, never out of the fight, and we had an opportunity, a couple times to tie it up, and it's how it goes sometimes. But I think did a lot of good things in the third period that that we're going to build off of.
We'll get a chance tomorrow to get a couple of new old line mates back in the lineup here. How important is that?
Yeah, I mean, they both look good. I'm not sure what the status quo will be on them, but whenever you kind of get a guy or two guys back in the lineup, it creates a lot of energy. So it's all about channeling that in the right direction.
Should be a little tighter against Columbus tomorrow.
I mean, I think that's when we're at our best is when we're not giving up much, and I think that second period we just weren't good enough. We were overextending shifts. We weren't playing the way that we needed to play, and obviously they capitalized on that. And so for us, it's I think what makes our team successful is not giving up much, being hard to play against, and taking advantage of our opportunities when they're there.
Can you make a comment on Xavier's first game last night?
Yeah, he played great. It's whenever it's somebody's first game, it's special. It takes you back to your own first game, and it's not just a dream accomplished for him, but family and friends, everybody, coaches that have put him in that position and helped him get there. It's it takes a village, and for your hard work, determination, and passion to get rewarded is a special feeling.
What was the best present you gave or received this Christmas?
Oh boy. Yeah. Ryder and Cuzzy's daughter are very tight, so that was a nice Christmas gift, and I don't know. I think the best gift was Ryder has these Hot Wheels thing now, and that he loves, so he's fired up.
Wait, what did his daughter get you?
No, Ryder and Harper, Cuzzy's daughter, they FaceTimed and they love each other, so it's funny to see.
A couple of quick updates on some absentees. Sanderson, Allmark,
Timmy,
Timmy.
all just maintenance days.
How's Lars doing, by the way?
He's doing good. Yeah,
Any timeline on his return?
not really. No, he's. It is what it is when you have a broken bone in your foot. It takes usually 3 to 4 weeks. So I think he's 2 weeks in now. So Pince and Klev both skated today. Both close to playing. Possibilities maybe for tomorrow. We'll see. We'll talk with the medical group later today and tomorrow morning.
Anything else? Yeah, what was, I hate to revisit last night here, but the game's got a funny way of reteaching lessons, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the game. I thought there was some rust in the game, to be honest, on both sides probably. Coming out of a break, 3 days doesn't seem like a lot, but it's still a break, and you're off the ice. I liked our first period. Didn't like being down after it, but liked that we battled back, and I thought we played some shifts extremely tired in the second period. We extended some shift length. We talked a lot about that. When that happens, and after being off the ice 3 days, it probably affects you even more if you get an extended time, and we had probably 3 or 4 times where we should have changed and didn't, and I thought it really cost us. We defended tired. You make poor puck decisions. We turned over some pucks. Your execution isn't as sharp when you're playing at the end of your shift and you're tired. So it wasn't the second period that we wanted. Love that we clawed back, and I wish we would have got a point.
How beneficial was practice today? Just the fact that you guys had a chance to have a full skate, and what did you think of it?
I liked practice today. I thought there was good energy. We talked about our execution. It wasn't good enough last night. A lot of missed passes, a lot of guys not handling the puck clean. I thought today was a good, solid practice, and hopefully set us up for tomorrow.
Part of that second period is that you had battled back, right, from that 2-0 deficit, and you tie it up early, like, and then it just kind of.
Yeah, I mean, it's not what you want. We haven't had a period like that for a while where we've been outchanced, and but it's going to happen. I felt, like I said, the shift length of our group brought on a lot of our own problems onto ourselves.
Seems to have developed more trust in Stephen Halliday. You're putting him in now third period offensive situations when you need a goal. Can you speak about his
Yeah, he's just progressing. As a young player coming in the league, you want to trust players. You also know as a coach they're going to make mistakes, and we're not looking for mistake-free hockey. But I think, Hallie's shown his willingness to, even to be physical, which maybe is outside his nature, to go through people, to make sure he's strong in his own zone. And there's going to be little details that he might not pick up as quick. And there's been certain games that I've liked him more than others, and I thought last night he looked sharp, and hence when we needed a goal, bumped him up a little bit.
How much do you watch the World Juniors this time of year?
Yeah, I mean, I try to. We had it on in our room last night, leading into our game for a little bit.
Is it from a pleasure perspective, or are you kind of scouting and looking at guys?
Definitely not scouting. Definitely from a pleasure perspective of, like every Canadian, you look forward to the World Juniors at this time of year, and I'm no different. I've tried to watch it every year.